Welcome back. Or welcome if you're new. Today I'm trying out some drugstore makeup that I bought a couple months ago that may or may not still be available because of how drugstore markets are. I got it at Walmart, Target, I think just Walmart and Target, but it's still drugstore. You want to see how I got this look? See my thoughts on some new to me makeup? Keep on watching. Okay, so assuming that I filmed an intro, we're going to start getting ready. I have moisturizer and like skincare and stuff like that. I do not have a primer on because I don't generally use primers. But I also have my regular bag of makeup because honestly can't remember what's in this bag. So if there's like empty spots of what I would normally use, also like brushes that are super dirty, things like that, then I have products to use and we're not just doing a not full face. But let's see what I bought. I bought this like 2 months ago at this point, and I'm just now filming this, so it's not quite what's new at the drugstore, and it's more like what used to be new at the drugstore. So I do remember this. This is by Profusion. This is a super cute case. It's squishy. I thought it was going to be hard, and then it's just a regular sponge. But I thought this would just be super cute to sit on my vanity because I love cactuses, cacti, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to go with this. So this didn't quite double in size, but it's like 1.5 times bigger. But it's still very squishy. It was squishy when it was dry, and yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and squish it for a second. I do think I got a foundation and a concealer. So yeah, let's see what I got. So I got 2 foundations and not a new concealer, which I would have wished I had known I got this concealer because it's my favorite, and I ran out. But I got the Uma by Sharon C Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation. And this is in shade White Pearl T1. I think this was the lightest shade. And then I also got e.l.f.'s Camo CC Cream in Fair 120N, which was not the lightest shade because the lightest shade was a warm shade. And I'm going to go with the e.l.f. one because I think the Uma one is more of like a full coverage, and I'm not looking for that today. So I'm going to go with e.l.f. And then for concealer, I have 2 of the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind erasers in shade 100, which is my favorite shade. Yeah, this is just my favorite concealer, and so I grabbed a couple of them, and yeah, this is just a really good concealer. This is not new, this is super old, but it's really good. So I know in the camera it's looking a little ghastly, a little ghostly, but like compared to my neck in like the mirror, it actually is like matching my neck. My face is a couple shades darker than my neck is, for whatever reason. So it actually like blends, matches all the way down, and I really like this. It reminds me a lot of the It Cosmetics CC cream, except they actually have a shade that's light enough to match me. The It Cosmetics CC cream, the lightest shade, is like a couple shades too dark for me. So I really like this. It looks good so far. I'm gonna test it like throughout the day. I'm gonna be filming like a whole bunch of videos today. So we shall see how it sits, how it wears, that sort of thing, and then I'll leave final thoughts in the description box, or in the first comment or whatever. but overall, like, applying it, I super like it. And the sponge, like, soaked up product, but it didn't soak up all of the product. Like, it blended it out very well, I think. So for a profusion sponge, I think this was like $6 probably. I'm quite pleased with it. So now on to the concealer. And because I know I love this concealer, I don't have anything to say. I do have the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Mattifying Powder. And I'm going to use this under my eyes only. And I'm going to use my damp sponge to do this. And then I'm going to zoom you in. And then my camera died. And because of the panorama, Canon is having problems getting batteries. So I ordered a battery for this camera months ago. And I still don't have one. So this foundation's been sitting on my face for hours now. This powder's also been sitting on my face for hours. And I like it. It's mattifying, but it like settled into my creases. Like, I'll zoom in. Like, it's in the creases under my eyes, but like everything gets in the creases under my eyes. So I expected that. Mine is in shade light, obviously. But yeah, like, I feel like it's set, and the foundation is set like down now. It's still a little dewy, and like it didn't cover up like this acne scarring that I have going on here, but it's a CC cream, so it's not like gonna be perfect. But yeah, overall I really like how this has set. It's not breaking up. It's a little set into like these lines and into my nose creases, but overall that's what I expect to happen after a few hours of wear. So let's continue on with this look. Next I have two cheek products, the e.l.f. Putty Blush in shade Turks and Caicos and the Maybelline Cheek Heat in shade Coral Ember. And I'm going with the e.l.f. I've actually been looking for this putty blush for quite some time in a shade that's not like the darkest shade. So the fact that they had it when I went to Walmart or Target, wherever I picked this up at, I'm pretty pleased that I get to try it out. I'm going to try one side with my finger and one side with a sponge just to see how it plays. I definitely like it better with the finger. I feel like the sponge just kind of picked up a lot of my foundation instead, but just to even it out. I do like this shade a lot. It's funny, I have rosacea, so I cover up all of my rosacea just to throw the color right back on. But I like to control how much color there is on my cheeks. And I do not have a bronzer, so I just want to put a little bit of contour on. So I'm going to use a super old, super good Don't Be Afraid to Dazzle palette. This is by Tarte, and I'm just going to use the super dirty Wet n Wild brush and just put a little bit, just to give a little bit of definition. And then I also don't have a highlight, so I'm going to use, this came from a BoxyCharm, I think. This is the Blink Beauty in a Blink Glow Getter Face Palette. And I'm going to use the lightest shade. You can see that I do use this quite a bit. And I'm going to use another Wet n Wild, oh no, this one's a crown brush actually. Wow, I thought this was a Wet n Wild brush this whole time. And this highlight just adds a little bit of highlight. It's not a ton, just a little bit of glow. And it's like a soft highlight. So I use like a harder brush, like a thicker, denser brush for this palette. Yeah, but I really like it, and it's the one that I keep up here in the bathroom. This is my like go-to bag for when I need to like touch up my makeup or just like throw on some makeup real quick. So that's what I'm referencing, is like my makeup that I have when I forget to put on makeup and don't feel like going downstairs to do a full face. It's like my, what I would call a travel bag if I traveled to work. Next up I'm going to do brows, and I'm going to try the e.l.f. soap brow. We'll see if it's any good. I think I have a brow pencil that has a spoolie on the end of it in my bag. I don't know if mine is like dried out, but the soap just came out of the container, so I might not actually be doing this. And mine's completely dried up, so I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna touch up my brows with the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and mine's in shade 3.5. I don't know if this is a problem with e.l.f.'s soap brow or if this is like it just shakes in the container. So I'm gonna pick up one more and try it again. I wanted to try out like a whole bunch of different soap brows. So I'm going to hopefully try it out in the future, but this one's definitely going in the trash. And then I do have an eyeshadow palette to try, but I'm only going to try one shadow because I'm just filming. So I just want to put on something shimmery real quick, but it's the Beauty Bakery Bite Size with the Cookie Baking Crew eyeshadow palette. This is from Christmas, but this was in my like pile of things to try. I'm super behind. And I want to try that white shimmery shade just all over my lid. And it looks like it does basically nothing. Like it's just like a little bit of white, but like it's just like a white shimmer on the finger, but like there's like no, there's like no iridescence, no nothing like that. It's from Target, so it's not like one of Beauty Bakery's like high-end palettes, but still I would expect Beauty Bakery to have like better quality. But I'll try out. I'm really curious about the browns and the two like reddish orangish shades, so I'll try it out again maybe in another video. And then last but not least, this is not new. This is a repeat. This is a purchase of something that I've tried before. This is the Level Up Mascara. And this is the wand. And I really like this mascara, so much so that I bought a full size of it. And I don't have any lipstick to try. My office lipstick is the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in Bound. So I'm just gonna pop this on. And that is me trying out some new stuff from the drugstore that's not really new, but I tried it out anyways because I had bought it and so I needed to do something with it. And it's been sitting under my desk for like 2 months. Next, what's new at the drugstore / what's new at Ulta / what's new at Sephora will be more timely. But I hope you'll give this video a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye!